Welcome back. How are we getting on, lads?
Hello,
guys.
Greg.
Fucking grand.
Today we're with Thomas Crowe. So myself and Thomas, welcome back, Dara. You've been gone
Thank
off for
you
the last
very
while.
much. Yeah, I have.
Myself and Thomas are shooting for the first time on. Well, I'm going Saturday. He's going Sunday. Archery's been cancelled in the country for the last while, and pair of us are going back.
Fucking buzzing. Can't wait.
Problem for you is you don't have a bow.
I don't got a bow.
What?
Yeah.
So, hold on. You're going to archery championships, is it?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
See
I
for
got no
nationals.
bow.
You're going to archery championships and you don't got a bow.
Yeah. Well,
Well,
I do.
Now, whose idea was that? You didn't.
That
so you have
that
a
guy
bow.
there who's shooting with his feet, he's an incredible guy, by the way.
Is it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
no,
actually
I
is.
was trying to get like a picture of some guy just like going like that with like no bow in his hands, but like that's pretty cool though, shooting with your feet.
Yeah, Thomas, correct me if I'm wrong. He's the record for the longest accurate shot.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
That's incredible.
like that's
Didn't we
not
talk
like a
about that last
Paralympic
time
thing.
on the
That's just
podcast?
full stop.
Jeez,
I think we talked about that last time we had Thomas on the podcast.
Yeah. So,
Hmm.
Thomas, you actually do have a bow. It's not
Thank God.
it's not really yours, is it?
No, it's my dad's.
The Chrome Beast.
It's
pretty
Chrome
damn
Beast, as I call it. It's actually Chrome.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's right-handed, and I'm left-handed, so gonna be.
You're
it's gonna-
ambidextrous. You're one of those freaks.
Yeah, I'm ambidextrous. I can shoot both left and right.
can you write with both hands?
Oh no.
I'd love to become ambidextrous. I constantly
that'd be
tell
awesome.
myself I'm going to teach myself to do it, but just don't.
I just too much time.
Yeah,
It took me 18 years to learn how to write with this goddamn hand. You think I want to do that shit all over again with this one?
it
No.
still looks terrible. Like,
Yeah, it still looks terrible. It's unlegible, like bruh,
I mean,
or illegible.
no, it's
Yeah.
on whatever it is.
Is it whatever the fuck it is?
Who cares?
I'm illiterate. Okay.
so he can't read and he can't write. Sorry, guys.
Yeah. Sorry, that's why I haven't been able to do the podcast. I haven't. When the thing comes up to like answer the phone, I don't know what the fuck to touch. So
What's it say on your shirt then?
Which is really weird because those are numbers.
I don't know. Is this English?
Probably.
What's that
it's
say?
a shark. It's a shark.
Oh, he's all right.
Soja.
I mean, I don't know what the fuck.
So yeah, it's gonna be weird going back to shooting or doing any sports for anyone really.
It really is. I
Shut
haven't.
up there wearing your mask. I mean, if I'm in close proximity to people, I'll probably wear mine because I haven't seen them in ages. But
Every target should be fucking sanitizing your hands.
yeah, that thing's a bit weird because you
And
know, like if you get an arrow stuck in a tree, it can take like 4 guys to try pull it out.
From experience from the last competition.
Well, they're
Yeah.
just gonna have to get like a jeep.
So that's gonna be
gonna have to get a golf cart and like tie it around the arrow and then just fucking yank it out of the tree.
like you're shoulder to shoulder with people if you're trying to do that. So what are you
Yeah,
doing?
well, at least you're like.
Coronavirus 5G conspiracy theory.
Thomas, can you stop looking up coronavirus 5G, please? Thank
Fine.
you.
It's fine. You guys talk. I'm having a read. Go on.
I'm pretty sure you get demonetized if you say like COVID-19.
I'm not
Fucking
saying.
great. Now we're already. It doesn't even matter. What? Us
We've
getting
talked about it
demonetized.
in most of our
Haha.
podcasts, so it's too late for us anyway.
Yeah, exactly. I love how the Game Grumps have handled it because they've actually started referring to it as the Backstreet Boys 2020 reunion tour when they talk about it. So yeah,
That's amazing.
I know, right? That's a good way to not get demonetized and hype people up. Because who doesn't love
Yeah.
Backstreet Boys?
We talked about this before with athletes being like completely out of shape at the moment. Like we've talked about before in the context of the UFC.
Yeah.
Like athletes can't train the way they used to train or even at that, like amateur athletes can't do much at all. But say Khabib, he probably has a whole gym to himself and a whole team of people ready to train with him at any moment.
I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure Khabib, like, doesn't he train in his dad's, well, his late father's gym? Or was that somewhere in Russia? Because he trained with his dad.
He trains in what's the fucking starts with a D.
Dagestan.
Dagestan, that's it, yeah. Dagestan, Russia, that's where he trains. Because that's where
That's where he's from, yeah.
Yeah. So
That's
he
the
trains
region.
there as well, I think. Exciting news, he's fighting Gaethje.
Yeah.
Fucking
I'm looking
class.
forward
Yeah,
to that.
but let's be completely honest, lads.
Yeah,
It's
Gaethje's
gonna be
probably
a
gonna get
Khabib
shit
win.
on, I'm sorry. Sorry,
Khabib
Justin, if you're
win
listening.
by
but
knockout.
In all fairness,
Actually, probably by submission.
in all
Yeah,
fairness,
it'll be
everybody
right.
thought that Tony Ferguson was gonna kick the shit out of Gaethje.
Yeah, but that's because Tony Ferguson's Tony Ferguson. Like, he's been beat. Khabib, he's been beat once, and it wasn't even professional, bro.
There's like only one record or like recorded time of him being beaten, and that was when he was a teenager and he was doing wrestling.
This man fights bears for training sometimes.
Like he's
Like,
the
wrestles bears.
best fighter there is right now.
At least the best submission fighter.
Name a fighter anywhere who could beat him.
No, I'm like, see, like, yes, I
He would
agree,
spoon
is-
feed Brock Lesnar
No.
his own brains.
I agree. No, he is the best fighter at the moment because he wins a lot. But like, he fucking there's a lot of striking fighters that have better striking than him. He just doesn't really tend to show off his striking too much unless he's
Oh.
trying to keep someone fucking asleep.
He's in
Yeah.
wrestling. Like, his thing is that he's really good at wrestling.
Yeah, he's fucking
He's really good at
insane.
getting you so tired you can't fucking move, and then beating
Exactly,
the fuck
yeah.
out of you in the last round.
Yeah, like that one clip. I always fucking go back to that one clip where I can't remember what fight it was, but he's like, he has the guy up against the fucking cage on the ground. He's like, you have to give up. And he's like fucking throwing elbows and fucking hammer fists.
Yeah.
That was for his titleship fight with McGregor, though.
Yeah. Yeah,
Um,
that wasn't for
at
McGregor.
the end of the McGregor fight, he said, "Let's talk now,"
Yeah, no, that was like in
and
between.
that was
This like when
such
he
an
was beating the
amazing
shit.
line.
Yeah. This was like he was fucking kicking the shit out of him. It wasn't like when he tapped. It was like the middle. I think the round just ended, and the ref had to fucking pull Khabib off of him, and he was like, "Yeah, let's talk now."
Your
Fucking-
only chance, if you want to beat Khabib, is you need to have a really, really, really hard punch, and you want to only go for his cauliflower ear.
Yeah, you need to have like a fucking 50-kilo punch
Like,
in fucking.
you need
because
to-
your first punch has to be devastating.
You need to
That's what-
disorient this guy to the point where he doesn't know what's going on, because you could throw up his wrestling,
That's why everyone thought
and
McGregor would have won.
that's your
because
best chance.
McGregor's a
Yeah.
knockout artist.
I got so
Yeah.
much respect for Khabib, but like, if I was a professional fighter, which I'm not by any means,
The
That
only way
would
you're gonna
be
beat
my
Khabib
only
is if
thing
you
I'd
have
go for.
a weapon.
and even at that, that's a really scummy thing to do, to only go for his injury. Because I'll never forget when Brock Lesnar did his final fight, he'd just gotten surgery, and the guy who was fighting kept going for like his abdomen.
Yeah, everyone does that with Nate Diaz, because he has fucking scar tissue above his left eye, I think.
And then it bursts, and, it
if
gets
you,
in his
yeah,
eye.
You hit it fucking once, and it bursts, blood everywhere, straight into his eyes. He can't see fucking anything.
So that's how Masvidal beat him, because they had to stop the fight because of it.
Fucking
Yeah,
everyone does
that's
it like
probably the
that.
best way to beat Khabib. Cut him on the top, and go for his ear. And then pray, ask for a spear after or something.
No, you literally you need a weapon to beat Khabib. If you don't have like a fucking katana or a gun, even you're not fucking beating this guy.
You know, like they say, like humans couldn't fight chimps and win ever.
Yeah.
Or like
You
if you
think
get like a
Khabib
group
could
of
fight a
MMA
chimp?
fighters, I think the best human fighter versus the weakest chimp. So I say like our best, which is Khabib, versus the weakest chimp out there somewhere.
I think
you ever see that-
there was a fucking if a gang of Yakuza without weapons came after Khabib, I think we'd have a lot less Yakuza.
Did you ever hear that thing with Mike Tyson?
No.
Mike Tyson wanted to pay a zoo to let him fight a silverback
Yeah.
gorilla.
Yeah. Fucking Mike Tyson, like this crazy motherfucker. Not only does he have tigers, but he wants to fight one of the fucking just the most crazy animals in the world.
And they wouldn't let him do it.
Of course, they wouldn't let him do it. He'd fucking.
Let's just talk about this for a second. Let's talk about this for a second.
Go ahead.
How would it go to make it fair? You have to muffle that thing.
Yeah, or you'd have to sedate the gorilla.
No, I mean Mike Tyson because it'll bite the guy's ear off. No, you gotta. To be fair, you gotta muffle both of these guys. You gotta have it in the way that the silverback can't use his feet.
A silverback would fucking rip Mike Tyson in half. I'm sorry.
You gotta put gloves on both of them so he can't use his fingers to rip at Mike Tyson.
I think if you put gloves on the gorilla would just have to like spread its hands and it would fucking split the gloves.
I feel like it couldn't do that.
I feel like it could. It's a fucking gorilla.
Right,
I think if you gave him all the advantages you can, you put a muffle on this thing, you tie it down, it can't move its feet, it's only got its hands. I feel like if he gets the first punch in, he's going to win. Because his punch...
Are we actually talking about how Mike Tyson could beat a gorilla?
Yeah, because a gorilla, it's just like us, except beefier. If he gets it in the head proper, it gets the side of the head, jaw, knockout.
I think the gorilla would fucking just bonk him on the head and he'd be fucking either dead or knocked out.
This is with him having all the advantages.
Bruh. Yeah, well, like, make it a
fair fight. You just like drop both of them butt naked in a field together. Mike Tyson is gonna die.
Exactly, but it'd still be a fair fight because Mike Tyson isn't being inhibited, and neither is the gorilla.
Are you guys gonna watch the upcoming fight with him and Roy Jones Jr.?
Oh yeah, I've heard about this.
Can't wait for it.
Yeah, that's a crazy fight, and I'm really worried about Mike.
Yeah, Mike is pretty.
He started talking recently about like he didn't want to be that guy anymore, and here he is going back to it.
Yeah, I can't wait. He's a super duper great fighter, man. You know
He's
and Roy Jones, not like he was like 4 different champions in like 4 different league titles.
The one I'm fucking looking forward to is Hafthor Bjornsson versus Eddie Hall.
Yes.
That's going to be fucking insane.
Is that actually happening?
Yes.
Apparently, yeah.
2 strongest guys in the entire world.
They're having a fight.
Yes.
Yes.
I feel like it's not going to be very interesting.
What do you mean it's not going to be very interesting? 2 the biggest guys in the world beating the shit out of each other.
One thing in heavyweight fighting is it gets less creative and it's just 2 guys punching each other in the face until one passes out.
Yeah, but this is fucking like
Thor's range of motion is very limited. He can't even touch parts of his own back.
Man, this is like Iron Man versus
his biceps go off his chest, so he can't like give himself a hug.
Man, they're both insane. Like, seeing them fight would be like actually watching fucking Thanos and Hulk fight in Infinity War.
Like, I think the human body, if it's like at a certain fat percentage, 200 pounds is where the human body would peak. But when you're the same weight as those guys, and like it's all that muscle, it's too much muscle, it's not effective anymore.
I don't think it's still gonna be a fucking cool fight. Like,
my money's on Thor.
I mean, he's Norwegian, so
yeah.
Or no, he's definitely Scandinavian. I don't know if he's Norwegian, but
he's Icelandic, isn't
he? He's named after a god, an actual god,
and he's named the mountain. So
exactly, the mountain.
The other guy's called the Beast. So I think a beast can't beat a mountain.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Shite.
Do you know you can actually jump higher than a mountain? Because mountains can't jump.
Back with the cracking fucking jokes again. Not bad.
No, I'm looking.
Okay. So Khabib versus a bear unchained.
Oh man, Khabib fights speed. He fights bears the whole time.
No, hold on, like a fully grown black bear.
Let's scale. Let's start from the beginning. Could he beat a panda?
Yeah.
Yes.
He could maul a panda.
Do you think Khabib could beat a black bear? Black bears are pretty small, by the way.
I don't know. It depends. Black bear on all 4s, sure. black bear on its hind legs? Maybe.
I think if he kicked the black bear in the stomach, it would die. That's a very horrible thing for me to say.
Look, he's
I'm
fighting
sorry.
that one there.
Yeah,
Yeah, but Thomas, these are like fucking bear cubs.
Oh, I know, yeah.
Still a bear, but it's a bear cub.
No, yeah, I know, I get that.
It's still kind of figuring shit out.
Hmm.
Fully grown bear would fucking kill this guy.
well, I mean, like the
apologize.
force behind one of his kicks to any animal that would be devastating. To a person, it's devastating.
Hmm. But
I mean, I don't think he could like put a bear in a rear naked choke like a full-on bear.
You
Like-
probably could. You probably could.
I doubt it. No, because if this bear's like fucking scratching at him and shit,
he did that. Look,
Then he
look,
goes harder. Like in UFC, you're trying to get him to tap out. With this thing, you're fighting for your life. Adrenaline kicks in way harder.
yeah, but
Mm.
like he would literally have to choke this bear out or choke it to
Khabib
death
is
or break its neck.
the peak human fighter. Also,
I
I'm
mean-
not encouraging people to go out
I'm
and
not-
fight
yeah.
animals by any
I'm not
means, by any
encouraging
stretch
people
of
to
the
go out and
imagination.
wrestle a
That's
bear.
so immoral. We fuck up the environment as is. Never mind going out and doing it fist to paw. Like, I'm thinking about that time. Remember the guy? His dog was getting bullied by a kangaroo or something, and he punched the kangaroo in the face.
Yeah.
The kangaroo was like fucking kicking
He got
the
that
dog
one
around
hit
and
on the
shit,
kangaroo.
and he just punched this kangaroo square
Well,
in the face.
If that kangaroo did like its double foot fucking kick, your man
but
was
the way the
pissed.
kangaroo looked after, like the way the kangaroo looked at this guy after, he was like, "What the fuck was that about?" Like,
Yeah.
I remember when I was over in Australia, I got you know if you have like a fucking Samsung, you get those notifications every so often about the news.
Yeah.
I got one and it was like this fucking 6'3", like muscly, just big fucking muscly kangaroo with like a chunk taken out of its ear, terrorizing this fucking town. Like literally like chasing after people, fucking attacking their dogs. And like
Well,
they
it
lived in
has
fear
a
of this
dog and a
goddamn
headlock
creature.
over here.
Yeah, bro. If a kangaroo has your dog in a headlock, obviously you're gonna punch it in the face. Like, come on.
Obviously, all martial arts we know about, like in the UFC and so on, they're designed to beat people. Has there ever been a martial art designed to take on animals? Like this, like kind of mountain man kind of thing. Like a group of wolves is at you.
Yeah, it's called survival of the fittest.
I'm gonna look that up so nothing weird comes up.
have you guys seen this? This is fucking funny.
What the fuck
This
is this?
It's like Evander Holyfield, guy who got his ear bitten off by Tyson, and it's like him trying to wear a mask.
Oh, that's horrible.
Thanks a lot, Mike Tyson. Get it?
That's fucking horrible. That's actually, ooh, Jesus Christ. Fuck's sake.
I believe that's when he like retired, right? Tyson like retired after he did that. They like
yeah.
got his license revoked.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, how come he's fighting
I mean,
again? He
Mike
should be a-
Tyson would still kill like fucking 90% of the population of the planet.
That's
If you
normal.
think about how many guys are like fucking ripped and can actually fight, you're looking at a small percentage.
But like Evander Holyfield bet him, and then he got him disqualified.
Yeah, but like, look at fucking Mike Tyson though.
Just with regards to what I was saying a second ago about martial
Yes.
arts fighting animals,
Yes.
archery is a martial art by
Are you
definition.
fucking serious? You're
If
fucking
you
serious.
look this up, they
Archery
say
is not a
archery is the
martial art?
most effective martial art for
You're saying
fighting
I could
animals.
You're saying I could walk into a fucking octagon with a bow and arrow? UFC.
Obviously not.
No,
Martial art is just
it
like
isn't.
something that revolves around combat. Archery's on that list, except it's not what we think.
That's actually pretty interesting. I wouldn't have thought about that.
Yeah, but like,
By
you
no
have
means
to think
am
of
I
that in the
martial
same
artist.
vein that like ninja stars are a martial art because they're part of fucking like karate and shit like that, and nunchucks and No, I wouldn't consider. I'd consider archery more of a sport than a martial art. But I suppose you could say the same thing about boxing. That's a sport. It's not a martial art.
Boxing is a sport, yeah.
Yeah.
Would you say...
People have a
Wait.
lot of stories about fighting animals using martial arts. There's this
Would
whole
you-
thread about it.
Brazilian jiu-jitsu on a black
Oh,
bear.
come on, man. No.
A
Do you think
guy
it's
got
harder to
attacked
be a
by a
boxer?
wolf dog, and he sidekicked it.
Wait, he sidekicked the fucking what?
A wolf dog,
A wolf dog. He's... What the
man. We live in a weird world.
Actually, I actually have a good question. What's the biggest animal you think you could take on in a fight and win?
Did we not already talk about this in the podcast?
No.
I swear to God we did. The biggest animal you think you could take on and win?
That's a dodgy question.
That
Animal
is a
rights
dodgy
people are going to hate us forever.
Yeah. By the way,
Guys,
I would
I'm
never
a huge
fight an
animal person.
against my will.
Well, I mean,
Well,
me
I
and
love
my
animals.
dog mess around a little bit. But, like, obviously I've never fought my dog.
Fucking slam
think
choke
I
your
could-
dog.
I think
No,
I
he's
could take
growled at me
on-
because I touched his food before.
I think I could take on some form of small canine, kind
Do you
of.
think you
Not
could
like
take
a,
on a cougar?
not like a dog, like a wild canine, not like a fucking wolf. No,
What about a mountain lion?
fuck no. Mountain lion would kill me, bro. I feel like
They're
if
not
something,
that big.
think like a coyote or a dingo. That thing's charging me. Like I'll just like time it perfectly, wait till it gets like a second in front of me, and then kick it square in the face.
Yeah.
I
think I
mean,
could take.
like
I mean,
first, like
I don't
first
think
of
those
all,
things are
if you kick
designed.
it
But they're long faces. They're not designed to take a kick in the face.
Exactly. So like you fucking like you kick it in the face, it's not gonna come back. It's gonna like cower and then run off. It's not gonna fucking unless there's like a pack of them and then you're fucked.
Oh, you
Like-
couldn't, man. You couldn't take on a pack of squirrels.
No man.
You can take on a singular squirrel, but not a pack of squirrels.
Exactly. Like
You know, you're fighting two of them in your hands, and one's crawling up you, and one jumps behind you, bites you in the jugular.
What about
man,
you,
I
Tommy?
honestly I think I could probably take on a fucking like a coyote easier than I could take on like a goose.
Yeah. What about yourself, Thomas? What are you saying? Tommy, what,
Jeez,
what
I'm just
animal
fucking
could you
I'm cracking up listening to all these boys.
What animal could you harm, potentially beat in a fight?
If you were sent out
I
and you
been
just had your,
listening,
your
I'm cracking
fist
up.
and what you're wearing right now, if you're wearing pajamas, it's bad. But if what you're wearing right now, if I sent you out there in the woods and you were attacked by an animal, what's the biggest animal you could take on? Do you think? No archery. That's not a martial art in this circumstance.
Yeah.
Never is.
Fists, boots to asses. Or faces. Depending.
I'm cared about this one, man. I know what mine is anyway.
Alright, do you want to let Thomas go first? We'll let Tommy go last because he seems to be
Are we
having a bit of
assuming you're
trouble.
wearing like boots, winter boots?
Oh,
I'm wearing-
oh man.
They'll
If I
slow
was
you
wearing-
down.
I'm wearing my signature boxing gloves.
If I was wearing
Fuck
my
it, I'd
fucking-
take on a wolf.
Take on a wolf.
How big of a wolf? Could you take on a grey wolf? They're the closest relative to dogs.
Or a dire wolf.
You could
Direwolf,
not.
nothing.
I don't think a fucking single person on the planet, if
Like
they
in the
still
grey,
existed, could take on
You
a
have to watch
fucking
the
direwolf.
grey. You know, like he fucking takes on the alpha. He takes on the alpha.
Yeah.
So you're
can take on
saying
an
you could
alpha.
Liam Neeson and take on a fucking alpha wolf, like
Yeah.
the
Put
biggest
fucking-
wolf of the pack.
Well, it's
Four
funny you
fucking
say
bottles
wolf
in between my fingers.
so fast because humans and wolves directly competed against each other for a long, long time. They were our only competition. Obviously, we won.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean fucking every one of us could win,
Yeah, obviously, we're working with numbers and spears.
bro. If I like had my Timberland boots on, anything that came towards me would be fucked if I kicked it. Cause like those are steel toe. It's fucking getting some shit broken.
What about you, Jared?
We're assuming mammals, obviously. Like you couldn't take on an alligator.
No, of course.
Fuck no. No one can take on an alligator. Are you fucking
You
kidding me?
couldn't take on like a golden eagle. It'd rip your head off.
Only like 9-year-olds in the Amazon that are fucking, raised on dealing with alligators can take on alligators.
I feel like anything that's like a cat relative is super crazy, and they use their claws.
Yeah, like
and
cats are fucking demons enough. Like imagine a cat like fucking 10 times the size of that has bigger teeth and fucking sharper claws, and it's made
Like-
to literally take down like fucking bison and gazelle and shit like that.
yeah, like realistically, you want to just be able to dodge or something. Like you don't want something that's fully offensive.
Plus,
you want
if you-
something
like,
that's
if
like
You're telling me you're
Plus,
gonna
if
let
you
this
hit
thing
something
like,
like-
beat you in a fight?
If you hit something that's like feline, it's gonna fucking come back for you after that. Like a fucking
it's gonna
dog
turn to
will,
jelly for a second, and then like go back to solid and rip your arms
yeah,
off.
it'll be like fucking. You kick a dog like or sorry, I shouldn't say dog. If you kick like a fucking wolf or like a fucking coyote or something, that shit's not coming back to like bite you again. If you kick a fucking like a tiger or some shit, that shit's gonna come. It's gonna rip your fucking legs off, bro. It's gonna eat your boot right in front of you, steal and everything.
Right, my turn.
Go on.
Go on. Tom's is about to say like a fucking rhinoceros or some shit.
Horse. No.
You could
There's
not
no
say-
way you could take a horse.
Thomas, if a horse is being aggressive towards you, there's fucking no way you could take
Look
on
at this
a horse.
dude. Look at this dude right here in his little suit and tie and
Thomas,
fucking hat. You're
Thomas,
telling me
have you-
I'm gonna let this guy
Thomas,
beat me in a fight, huh? That's what you're telling me.
Thomas, have you ever seen
Nah.
John Wick
Well,
3?
Yeah, I have.
No,
Yeah.
yeah.
You see what those fucking
Caving your
horses
man's
do to
head
people?
in.
Man, look at you're telling me I'm gonna lose a fight to that guy.
Thomas, if that thing turns around and kicks you in the head, your skull's getting
Well,
caved
then
in.
guess what, Dara? I'm just not gonna stand behind him, am I?
Well, then it's just gonna fucking jump up and like flatten you with its front legs.
Wrong. I will just fucking dodge him. What I'm gonna
Man,
do is
it's
if
a
it's running
horse.
towards me. If I'm just get out of the way.
What are you gonna do? You can't attack back. Like you can't get that close, bro.
I'll just dodge him and then absolutely wallop him.
Thomas, if you punch a horse, the horse isn't gonna feel that shit.
I disagree, man. I gotta.
If you punch a horse, it's gonna fucking kick you so hard, and you're not gonna be able to feel your legs.
I say I could fairly decently take on a seal if it was on land.
If you fucking, I swear to God, Thomas, if a horse kicked you in the spinal column, you would be paralyzed instantly.
You would, man. You'd probably die instantaneously
Yeah,
from
you-
shock.
Well, I'm not gonna let that
First of
happen.
all,
Just gonna get out of the way.
I know, Jared. I don't think I could fight that just based on how cute it is alone.
Oh, look at a leopard seal. Those are way scarier.
It's just the picture.
Oh,
of...
leopard seals are fucking terrifying, bro.
It's just the picture of
Seal
seal that
position.
got me.
Nah.
Like,
Anyway, seal- oh my fucking God, baby.
Tell me, you take this guy in a fight, Jared. Fucking doubt it, man.
Thomas, I don't think you could take that guy in a fight.
I reckon
Well,
I could actually take that guy.
a horse. Or, man, you don't know what you're on about.
If you want to see a scary seal, look up a fucking elephant seal.
Notice how none of us have said like a herbivore.
Fuck no.
Which one's a herbivore?
It is
Like
easy
a
to-
lion. Like a lion dog.
All
Fuck
herbivores
that.
are fucking tiny, bro.
Oh,
Like
I could
you
definitely
couldn't take on a
giraffe.
hippo. You could take on an elephant.
What about a giraffe?
Try
You
fight a
cannot
deer,
take
it's gonna
on a-
spear you.
Yeah.
If I break a giraffe's legs, man, it's fucking useless.
Man, a
Do
fucking
you know how
a giraffe
hard they
could,
kick?
Thomas,
Yeah,
a
I know
gira-
how
a-
hard
a
they
fucking giraffe could fall on you and it would kill you instantly.
Do you ever see that video of a giraffe like stomping the lion? That's how they attack.
Actually, no, lads. I have a definitive answer, and it'll make me beat all of you.
Wow.
Okay, go on.
I could fight a great white shark on land
No, you,
and win.
no, you fucking couldn't. Even
I
if it
couldn't.
was on land, man, that thing would.
I'm gonna
race
play the
you to
waiting
pieces.
game. I'll play the waiting
You
game.
play the
10
waiting
feet
game.
away. And when it's on the inch
That's
of
not a
inch of
fight.
Tap it
death,
out.
I'll give it a little kick in the willy, and it'll
That's
be
not
gone.
That's not a fight. That's not a fucking fight.
Low blow.
Apparently, there was a woman killed by a great white.
Yeah, I've seen that.
That's
Jesus,
unfortunate.
alright.
I'm
That is
sorry,
unfortunate.
I'm not joking about that.
No, God, that's horrible. She should have just swam towards us.
Thomas.
Stop.
Thomas.
No, she should have. That's what you're
Thomas.
supposed. Isn't that what you're supposed to do?
No,
You're
what
supposed
you're
to-
supposed to do is punch
You're
it
supposed
in
to
the
punch
nose.
it in the nose, but like, this is its nose coming right towards you, and then there's the mouth.
Yeah,
And
but
that's what gets you.
You have to overhand though.
Hammer fist. I bet Khabib
Hammer
could
fist
take on.
right to the nose. No, because like they have an electromagnetic receptor in their nose, and that's how they like smell blood, quote unquote.
Do you remember that thing Michael Phelps tried? He raced that shark.
That wasn't a fucking real shark. It was CGI.
Yeah, I know CGI, but he still raced one though.
He raced a mako shark, which is the fastest shark in the world.
He lost.
Yeah. Well, guess what? Steve-O fucking went in as human bait for a goddamn mako shark.
Well, that guy's fucking mad, isn't he?
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen that?
No.
He got a fucking fish
Okay.
hook and put it in his mouth and then jumped
Yeah,
in. And
yeah.
No,
I remember
listen,
that.
and it literally wasn't like he didn't think there'd be sharks or anything. He just went in for the joke. Then a fucking
Yeah.
mako shark showed up out of nowhere and he kicked it in the face.
I'm gonna watch that later on.
You should. You really should. He kicks this fucking mako shark in the face.
Was he
Like
bitten
you
by
can
it?
clearly see. No, it was coming
Oh.
up for his foot and then he kicked it in the face and then it fucking just like left.
That guy's a fucking legend, man. Honest to God.
It's fucking terrifying. Imagine a fucking world's fastest shark coming after you like fucking.
Mm.
And you have to think like sharks are already pretty fast.
All right, let's move on. Let's talk about COD. 'Cause we're all big fans of COD.
Yes. A fucking trailer. A trailer
So,
better come out in the next 2
We've been
weeks.
talking to James, who plays Woods, and he says it a lot that he knows nothing about it, but you know, watching his stream and saying that, and him saying that versus having a conversation with him, and him like genuinely not knowing what's going on, like it's pretty easy to tell if someone's lying, especially when you press them on the matter.
Of course,
And he genuinely doesn't know what's going on. He might like know little details.
No, he did tell it. No, he did tell us that he knew kind of logistics things, but he didn't know like anything about the game or when it was coming out or anything like that.
He can't say anything on the because it would get him in trouble, kind of thing.
No, because he's not under NDA or anything. He's just
but like it
he
would
knows-
lower his
yeah.
chances of working with him again.
exactly, yeah. But recently, the most recent leak, which was probably the most prominent one, thanks to Doritos, by the way.
Oh,
Congrats,
yeah.
Doritos.
Yeah.
It was on the fucking corner of this thing. It was like it was a when you got like
XP bonus.
It was an XP bonus. Like they do them on cans of Monster as well when like COD games come out and stuff like that. And it had the name and the logo for fucking Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War.
Yeah, we've all heard about that name.
Yeah,
the
we've
name for
heard
it.
like there's been leaks about it being Cold War, and there's fucking
No, it already took place in the Cold War. So are they going to reboot it, or are they going to like?
no.
do
That's
something
what
different?
no. That's the thing. Because see, when we were talking to James, he said he has nothing to do with it, right? And what I heard after that was they might be pulling a bit of a like Modern Warfare 2019 situation where they kind of do a soft reboot with the same characters. Because I remember so for season 5 of Warzone, they fucking people got into the game files and they got some voice lines from Woods, and apparently it wasn't James C. Burns. So
Like
now-
I don't think they can afford to get the guy who played Mason back.
oh
he's-
no, Sam
he's gone
Worthington,
up.
he did Avatar after that.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
gone up in price a lot. And for what's his name again? Hudson. Ed Harris. I don't know if he's still alive, to be honest, but I know his price would go up as well.
But yeah, fucking, I don't know. Like, I remember before this whole like XP bonus thing, the only information we really had was the red door on
Ed Harris is still alive.
on Xbox and PS4. And when people installed that, it was called Call of Duty Black Ops CIA, which was not CIA, is it? The organization, but closed internal alpha. So yeah, apparently, like I'd say like that fucking that whole XP thing that has to be like, soon.
Well, it confirmed multiplayer. Yes.
It confirmed multiplayer and it also confirmed the title, but it didn't confirm a date, sadly. So
They
I'm
they have
thinking,
to have some kind of crazy story. They
yeah,
better.
I'm thinking that maybe in the next 2 weeks.
You know,
It's
like
a bit annoying. It's a bit annoying with the way to bring it out every year. They should wait every 2 years.
Nah, man,
Yeah.
I think they're good. Like, I think the thing that fucked it up this year was obviously COVID, and then like Treyarch got one less year than they normally do to actually do it. Like, so that kind of interrupted things as well.
Hmm.
But
I mean,
whether it's a reboot or a fucking whole fresh start or anything, I'm gonna be fucking happy with it.
Soft
Black Ops
reboot of
game,
Black Ops
so-
1.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like they might do it how they did Modern Warfare.
I kind of hope they
Where
don't.
like, well, no, like I liked Modern Warfare. I liked the original Modern Warfare, and I liked the new one.
I feel like those stories were pretty damn sacred.
Yeah, but like it's not even
Like,
much
there's
of a
never
reboot.
been
It's like
a campaign better than Black
it's
Ops.
same characters, a different universe, so like different events.
Fucking Battle Royale and Black Ops 1.
Do you think Battle Royale is ruining the whole
Yeah,
game?
I
fucking
enjoy
hate it.
Battle Royale.
Well, Black
I
Ops.
enjoy
Do you
it,
guys
but
Black
then
Ops
it
not
gets
like
so
Warzone?
fucking-
We used to play Black Ops for Blackout
Black
for
Ops
ages. It was
best.
so fun.
It's so good, like.
I didn't even buy
Yeah,
that.
I'd like Warzone if
competing
I
with
got a
some
win in it.
people.
I'd enjoy it more. I
Screwing
don't have
with
a
people's
win in
heads.
Warzone yet.
Thomas likes Warzone because he didn't have to fucking pay for Modern Warfare.
I still have more wins than Adam. So
Wow.
proud.
Damn.
I fucking deleted it because it got too big.
Yeah,
like,
I
in
got rid
terms
of it as well.
gigabytes.
But like, if you ever want to play it again, like I'll happily hop back onto it.
I
like.
actually reinstalled Black Ops 3 and Zombies Chronicles, and I've been playing that a bit.
Yeah, I play that a lot now as well.
Well, if we all get Warzone, we can stream it. So.
And guess
I've been
what,
playing Black Ops
boys?
1.
Motherfucking Modern Warfare 2 remastered free next month with PlayStation Plus.
I say we should definitely stream, Warzone. That'd be fun.
It's just good bit of fun.
Exactly.
The fact that fucking Modern Warfare 2 remastered came out like not even 2 months ago,
Mm.
and it's already free on PlayStation Plus. I'm fucking because I was gonna buy that, and then I was like, no, I don't want to waste my money. I'll wait, and now it's free, and I'm like, fuck yeah.
And Thomas, man, you should get Warzone, man. We'll have you on the stream. Why not?
Yeah, I'll download it.
Yeah, we've talked about it before, but like we keep waiting for you to get it.
It's going to take ages to download. It's like 90 gigs.
We don't care. Do
I'm
it.
gonna have to get I'm gonna have to get like an external hard drive if I want to fucking get that shit.
Or you could delete something for like a day.
Yeah, fuck no.
Well, what are you doing? What do you have on that thing?
All my games are too
If it's so
sacred,
much
man.
better than Xbox, man, what do you got?
Xbox
I got
is
space
king.
for it.
Xbox is king.
My thing doesn't sound like a jet engine.
Oh, you're so funny. Mine
Do
actually
you really
doesn't
need?
either.
Do you really need Spyro, man? Come on, think about it.
Well, let me think. Like, obviously, alright, The Last of Us 2, yeah, a disappointment. Spider-Man, fucking incredible. Last of Us 1,
Would you not-
fucking incredible. God of War, fucking incredible.
Would you not get rid of one of those?
What
'Cause
y'all
you're
got?
not playing them.
Halo,
Halo.
fuck out of here.
That's all you really have going for you guys. To be honest.
Look, we don't need companies getting bought over by Sony. We just get the good games
Yeah,
and a
man.
good console.
Like Halo, yeah.
Like what you guys lost out on in the console itself, they tried to make up for by buying these games off studios.
And it
Still
works,
got
man.
them, though.
God of War is a beautiful game.
We
Yeah,
can
bro.
still hear your PS4 right now, Thomas.
My PS4 is off.
That's because Thomas's fucking
No,
PlayStation.
my PS4 is.
fucking
No,
dust
no,
storm, bro.
no, hold up. My PS4 is off.
I
Well,
can
then
hear
it's your PC.
humming.
I can hear humming as well.
Well, maybe it's me. I don't even have anything on, so I don't know if it's fucking me.
Well, at the start of this, anyway, we could still hear it.
Yeah, no.
I got 11 fans on my computer, which is a lot, and not a squeak.
I
Yeah.
like
PC's
Xbox
just so
360,
fucking
but
good.
Xbox fucking One sucks. I'm sorry.
No.
No, it's
No way.
it's literally just better than yours. It's got
not, though.
more storage. It
I
performs
swear to
better.
God,
It doesn't sound like a jet engine.
I've honestly heard Jared say that he regrets getting a fucking Xbox.
Because all my friends are on PlayStation.
Yeah,
We're not-
fucking, they know,
PS5
they have the sense to
PS5
know
is going to
that
have the
Xbox
shortest
is-
life cycle than the previous models. That's
Man, at least
That's
it
what I
doesn't look like
play.
a fucking mini fridge. I'd rather my fucking console look like Seto Kaiba from fucking Yu-Gi-Oh than look like a mini fridge.
Well, I mean, it's kind of shaped more like a PC, and then yours is like
Yours
nothing
is a
falls
square,
over, it
bro.
explodes.
Yeah,
It's a
but,
router
like,
with two
it needs
pieces
to
of
look
paper on the side of it.
man, I want my console to look futuristic. I want it to look like it comes out of
I
fucking.
want to be able to put away my cube and let you topple your thing later.
Yeah, man. Well, you can actually put it on its side as well. So
See,
Ooh.
you see, the fucking good thing about having a large
You could
console
put ours
is it'll
on
take longer to
all
overheat.
sides. Yeah, good points.
Thomas, look up Shadow Kaiba from fucking Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah, I'm doing it now.
He looks exactly like it. Plus, nah, have you seen the?
Oh,
All right,
God.
if you want to see a fucking good-looking like, no, I will admit, PlayStation 5, like, it's kind of like you either love it or you hate it, right? The look of it.
Oh, I
The
like it.
specs
I
are
really
there.
like it.
The specs are
But
there.
Have you
Xbox.
But
fucking no?
still,
I mean, like,
I'm
I mean, the
PC, man.
look of it.
No.
Like, you either love it or you hate it. And have you seen the concepts for like the special editions and shit? You know what the way they bring out
Yeah.
special editions. This
I've
the
seen
fucking
the black
concept for
PS5,
the
all black.
yeah the Miles Morales one looks fucking incredible. Thomas, if you can if you can pull that up there. real
Yeah, I'm
quick.
pretty sure my computer's broken. Just give it a minute.
Yeah, I think I think your computer's about to
Maybe you
crash,
got a
bro.
lot of tabs open and you've been
Oh,
put on a
Thomas,
list
maybe you
because
close
you've been
like
looking up
fucking
animals
15
you
of those
can fight.
tabs.
I'm closing
Like,
them all now.
fucking today, the fucking 10th anniversary PS4 is still worth like €700 or something.
It's fucking crazy,
20th
man.
anniversary.
Alright, finally the page loaded.
Go on. Thomas, fuck's sake.
What do you mean, man?
Nah, but like the
Finally.
yeah, the blue 10th anniversary one I think was cool. I think the PS4 Pro the PS4 Pro was fucking nice as well. Not gonna lie. Look up the PS5 Miles Morales concept. Miles Morales edition concept. Is it gonna come up? Yeah, there it is. See that fucking
Yeah, that's it.
There's
It's
no
only-
doubt that these are great consoles, both of them respectively.
They
Mm.
look good, but
We can all agree they beat Nintendo. Yes,
Yes.
but
In
we
terms
can
of
also
specs,
all
yes.
agree that PC beats them.
Yes.
Oh, PC beats everything.
If you spent the money you spent on the Xbox 360, the PS4, and what you're going to spend on the PS5, you would have a beast of a PC. And
Yeah, but like I'd rather game over generations than fucking just wait like 15 years and then fucking get a thing.
yeah, but still, for the price of this thing, you get a pretty good PC.
Yeah. Well, like we still don't know how much it is. Apparently, it's gonna be like
And with crossplay
Yeah,
being more
I'm still waiting
available,
it's gonna retail. Apparently, I don't know. I think the digital edition is $299.
it's cheaper. Yeah,
Yeah, $299, and then the digital edition or the standard edition
The
is
disc
$399.
yeah.
Either that or it's $399 and $499, which is still good. Like, cause fucking a PS4 brand new is $400. And that's brand new. Like, I think
buy an
on
entry level PC.
no, it might have gone down actually. I think the PS4 Pro is like $450 maybe. Yeah, but still, I know
I
you
mean-
can get a PS4 and The Last of Us Part 2 for like $350 in Tesco.
Fair enough. But like that's just because it's about to go out of style.
Yeah,
Also, because Last of Us 2 is a bad game.
I wouldn't say it's a bad game. I'd just say it's disappointing.
Disappointing.
But,
Great
like,
game.
all right,
terrible
can we all
story.
agree? Like everyone's gonna be like, everyone's shitting on it now, yeah. But like, wait till like 2 years in the future, and everyone's gonna be like, "Oh, The Last of Us 2 was a fucking masterpiece."
Do you think they keep making sequels that are bad so that like when you replay the second, like just say if they make a Last of Us Part 3, that's terrible. Like Last Part.
Oh no, they won't. They're gonna like see the thing about The Last of Us 2 was that like they didn't give people what they wanted, and I feel like they kind of handled the fucking thing a bit shitty, because
In terms of Call of Duty games, they do something like that as well. Like
yeah, 'cause,
Black Ops 1, great game. Black Ops 2, amazing. Could have stopped right there. People wanted more. Black Ops 3, what you lost in the campaign, you made up for with zombies.
Zombies. Yeah.
Extensions.
And then Black Ops 4 was what you lost in the story, you gained in. You now have zombies, battle royale, and multiplayer.
But the zombies fucking sucked in Black Ops 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, the zombies was a big flop.
They were.
I
It
hated
wasn't the best, but
It
that battle
sucked
royale was something sexy.
I didn't even buy
Yeah,
Black
it's
Ops
fucking
4. I didn't
good.
even bother. As soon as they said no campaign, I was like, stinky.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I still wanted it because it was the newest Black Ops game coming out.
I love the Black Ops
like-
games. I would have bought it if they had a campaign, but like they didn't, and I was like, that's 90% of the reason I buy
They
it.
kind of had this like hidden story with the specialists.
Yeah,
that was
but
pretty cool.
It's not a fully fledged campaign. I fucking love a story like in my game.
And nothing ever came out of that. Like, you guys remember that scene of like Woods and Mason saying like all this kind of weird shit,
Yeah,
and Woods is saying like it's always been you, Mason. You're in the box, whatever.
yeah.
Yeah. Nothing
It's
ever
fucking-
came of that. That was just really weird. That won't be explained in the next game if it's a reboot.
Yeah, like fucking. The thing about The Last of Us is that, like, the first character death, fucking way too early. Okay, it literally the main death of the story way too early. Then, I feel like it's a lot like same mechanics as the first game, but very improved upon. Then, fucking. I feel like the biggest argument, like my friend fucking loves the game. She's obsessed with it. And so she was like hearing when I was playing it, and I got to the end and she was like, all right, before you get angry, just keep watching. And even after I watched it, I was like, that fucking sucked. And then she explained to me, she was like, oh, well, Ellie's not a killer. And I'm like,
Dumb.
We had this conversation with Jack Sedapane. I think me and Thomas did
Yeah.
that.
it was, yeah.
He talked about like the TV show and the story in that it was made into a movie. It would be a terrible movie, and it would be a terrible TV show if that was the case. Ellie went on a rampage of killing
She killed like 500
pregnant
fucking
women,
people on the way.
people who had basically no involvement in it. Like, she just
killed
went
so
killing-
many people. She killed Seraphites. She killed fucking wolves. She killed.
And not in fast ways. She just killed people. And by the end, even with a happy life and having moved on, after
I feel like-
being given a chance to move on, she didn't take it and she went back. And after seeing that Abby had been forced into slavery and was on the verge of death being hung up on a fucking wooden pole, still challenged her to a fight, or else she would kill a child. There's no redeeming that character.
No, I didn't even want that part. I wanted her to fucking murder Abby. Like, I swear to God.
I didn't. Abby's
at that
easier
time,
to
I
relate
was
to.
like- at that time, I was like, please fucking, can I kill her? And
Joel's
then,
an amazing character, but he was the Hitler of Abby's life.
yes. He was the, like, I watched a video, and it was like, why The Last of Us is bad, but not in the ways you think. And it was like, everyone's like pissed about Joel dying. Meanwhile, everyone forgets that in the first game, he's not the hero. Like, if anything, he's pretty much either an anti-hero or a villain. Like, he's fucking...
Joel was involved in taking down the remaining
First
government.
him and his brother...
He was a
first him and-
smuggler, a
Him and his
murderer.
brother were fucking terrorists, pretty much. Then he doomed all of humanity to save one person.
Prevented the world from ever going back to normal. Also killing Abby's dad. Abby went out, killed him. He got what he deserved. Like, truly, he did deserve what he got. He was a terrible human being.
People still loved him.
Everyone who wasn't in his close circle.
Yeah, but fucking what was I gonna say?
She tries to redeem what she did very early on. She went back to save those kids, and then like kept I forgot the kid's name, but kept a kid with her,
Lev,
and brought Lev around, and yeah, it went great from there. She was really redeeming herself,
yeah.
and to honor one of her friends who died, she went to go fulfill one of his life missions, just go to find fireflies again.
Yeah,
And regroup. And then, she's
Well,
such a better character than what Ellie was in that game. Ellie was a monster.
I feel like what they could have done instead, like Lauren said this to me as well, my friend, you know her anyway, and she said that she thought that if Abby's whole fucking 10-hour thing would have been a DLC, it would have been 10 times better.
You're very right in that, yeah.
Because like I was watching that video the other day, and it was like explaining if The Last of Us. All right, so say they swapped around The Last of Us 2 and Last of Us 1. So instead of playing as Joel and Ellie in the first game, you play as Abby and her dad. And then at the end of the game, you're Abby and you find your dad after being killed in this fucking thing. And then in the second game, you're forced to play as the person who murdered her dad.
Yeah. There was still hope for humanity.
There would be fucking
Joel
outrage.
Destroyed it.
Yeah, there'd be fucking outrage. Like, it'd be the complete same reaction, but
it's
different
such a
way.
weird thing. Like, they've never done something like this before, where they've made essentially the villain be the hero of the story.
Yeah.
Like, this is a terrible comparison, but in Hitler's close circle, people probably love the guy, but for the rest of the world, he's the biggest monster who's ever lived.
Yeah.
Like, he did some terrible, terrible shit. But to his close friends, he probably got them rich. Probably got them this, that, whatever they wanted.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not saying Joel is Hitler by any shape or form.
God, no.
But he prevented humanity recovering. He was a terrorist, and he killed like the last hope. All because of what he taught.
Was right, yeah.
So we're getting the game tomorrow.
You know. But fucking what was it? Yeah, I think the thing that pissed off people most was that The Last of Us 2 was meant to be Ellie's story. Like, it was meant to be her dealing with what happened in the first game, and then if they had killed Joel, like dealing with like what he left behind, all this fucking bad shit and stuff like that. But then it ended up pretty much like being Abby's game, and that pissed people off. Like, I feel like if they'd done that, like if they'd had Abby's thing as a whole complete other side, it would have been 10 times better. And I think the best thing, like the weirdest thing I've heard, but it would have like improved on the fucking game so much, is if they switched one scene and put it at the start, and it's the fucking museum part with Joel and Ellie. And I've even seen like people edit it so that it goes straight from Ellie wearing like the fucking space helmet and that whole sequence to skipping 4 years later when she's in the bed, and her face is in the exact same place.
There was this weird thing they did, or someone else did. They looked up like Joe Miller, the name. I looked up Joe, and then or they also looked up Miller first because they were only going off Miller initially when Abby was looking for him. And they were like, oh, there's like 10,000 people in the US with the last name Miller. Yeah. Then Joe Miller, and it was like a couple thousand. And like, imagine that wasn't the right Joe.
Yeah. Yeah, but there would have been fucking like how many Joels would be there that their brother's name is Tommy though? Like if they're gonna know about Joel, they're gonna know about Tommy.
Probably like 6.
Yeah, but like just think of how many are dead though.
There's probably 2 left. 50-50 chance.
50-50 chance. So like you're either way you're fucking getting it.
I think people had a problem with the game because there's a lot of like left ideas in it, like left ideologist stuff.
Yeah.
Or it's kind of like, I hate saying it. It's like people were saying it was like SJW's crap. Like, that didn't make it a bad game. Like,
I don't even think
there's a part where they call out a guy for calling. Yeah, a
loudmouth D word.
A drunk guy called Ellie a dyke, I think, and then someone made him apologize. That's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing.
It's not a bad thing
at
all.
Making Ellie continuing the line of her being a lesbian and having like a lesbian love interest, that makes sense because it was still relevant to the story.
Yeah, because it was in the fucking.
Even if it wasn't
in the
like
DLC for the first game.
Like, even if it wasn't like Tommy's married, no one really cares that Tommy's married. But like Ellie was in this relationship with I think her name was Dina. And people got so mad because it was forced. They had
It
terrible
wasn't forced.
chemistry, the two characters. Like they kissed once and then they just started calling each other babe. And no one ever says, I hope this is better than the 6. You know?
I think people
Yeah.
just wanted to kill zombies.
Yeah.
No,
They wanted
fucking,
to be
like,
Joel and to blow zombie heads off.
Yeah, pretty much.
fucking, nah, like the whole thing, like it was
I thought I was going
already
to end up playing
established.
as Joel for the whole game.
So did I.
No, I thought like fucking, I thought he was gonna die maybe halfway through, but like 3 hours in, fucking stupid. Like it could have been done so much better. And the whole thing with like Ellie and her sexuality and stuff like that was already
It's very relevant to the
established.
story.
It was already established
Yeah.
though, so like it's not like it was completely forced. It
And
was
there's
fucking
been movies that have done something similar, but they make like what was it? What's the Harley Quinn movie that came out recently?
Birds
Birds
of
of
Prey.
Prey.
Birds of Prey.
One problem with that movie was they made every single guy in it the villain.
Yeah,
There was no seriously. There was not one guy who wasn't the villain.
yeah. There was
And
there was
people
not
got mad
one
about that.
redeemable guy.
But
Even the
making
guy-
Ellie lesbian isn't a bad thing.
No.
Like making every man a villain isn't a good thing. It's not necessarily a bad thing relevant to the story, but it was a bad thing for selling point of that movie. You lost half your audience.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's the same thing with that other movie that came out with Christian Stewart and the one where
Oh, Charlie's Angels.
yeah, they're not like they're so
That was
bad.
already a thing though.
They kept telling men, they were like, "You're not allowed to go see this movie for
Did they
females."
actually?
And then when it did bad, they're like, "Men aren't coming to see this movie because
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. No.
I mean,
like
it's kind of crazy. Like if there was a movie made, and it's made women all villains. Like that would be such a weird movie. Like who the fuck would want to go see that? Like
Yeah.
like I think.
how would that be
one of the-
allowed to be made?
One of the fucking big parts that pissed me off about the ending of The Last of Us was just, that, like, obviously, I was pissed at the start because we didn't get to kill Abby. Then when we got back, she can't even play the fucking guitar. And that just, like, I don't know why. I was just like, that's incredibly upsetting, and I fucking hate it. And then, her, I don't know if they're, like, married. I don't think they're married at the end, but, like, her partner fucking left her. With the child.
I would have left Ellie if that was my
mean-
situation. Ellie got me shot. Ellie has killed so many people.
Well, no, it's the same. No, it's the same thing that happened in the first game. No way. Like
Ellie could get killed. They're not a safe
Joel-
partner to
it
be
was the
with.
same thing with like Joel and Tommy, and because like Tommy's like, you don't have to do this. Like you don't have to go out. Like you could leave her here, and she'd be fine. Like you don't have to go out to Salt Lake City. And he was like, no, I wanna. And then all the shit that ensued from that, we would never have a second game.
I think when Ellie killed the pregnant lady, she should have just stopped.
Yeah, I forgot that she was fucking pregnant, and then I was just like,
Killed a pregnant lady.
oh shit.
She killed the pregnant lady. What was it? What did she do? How did she kill her? She stabbed her in the
I
neck or
don't
something.
know. Whoa,
He stabbed her in the
okay.
neck. She stabbed her in the neck.
Okay, cool. We're gonna end it there. That's where we're ending it.
We're gonna keep talking. But anyway, like, I feel like I don't know what's gonna come out first. I'm assuming that the show is gonna come out before if they do it, even if they do a Last of Us Part 3. I feel like the HBO series is gonna come out first, and if that
Yeah.
doesn't do a good job,
That has to set up
franchise-
something else.
yeah,
Like that's
no,
be
if that-
somewhere else in the
if
world.
that doesn't do a good job, no, it's already confirmed that it's gonna follow Joel and Ellie. But if that doesn't do a good job, we're fucked. Like,
I actually, it's already put me off it because you
No,
know
I
what
feel
happens to Joel, and then you
No,
know
but I
what
feel like
Ellie
they might change
becomes.
they might change it.
That's fair. Like if it took
'Cause-
place somewhere else in the world, like you put that in like Central Europe, how cool would that be?
I mean, it would be cool, but like, I feel like if they had a TV show with Joel and Ellie, they could show so much shit they didn't get to show in the game. Like, there's a 4-year time gap, and how many fucking flashbacks were there? Like 2?
Yeah.
Like, there's so much other shit that obviously happened.
I'm
that
just
we've never seen
saying,
happen.
actually, if you put it in Britain, and then you did it like through London, that would be a terrible game.
Yeah, it would.
If you did it like in Wales or Scotland, that would be kind of cool. It'd be very different. But like you put it like in the heart of London, that's gonna be very
Yeah,
weird.
because
to
it's
deal
just
with.
going to be like a fucking 28 Days Later game.
Yeah,
That's just the new fucking Watchdog Legion. It's gonna be in London.
that's gonna be pretty
Oh
cool.
yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
that kind of environment would be good for certain things more than others. Like a zombie game needs to be like in like a countryside, uh, suburban or like barely urban places. You don't want to be like in the city first.
I
What
know.
about
I
Shaun of
kind
the
of
Dead?
like them.
Shaun
No,
of the
because
Dead was in a town.
That
It
was
in a
that
pub.
was in the
It's in
suburbs of
town.
London. No, but like The Last of Us 1 and 2 were both in cities. Like, I feel like I don't know the dynamic of like having I
Well, they weren't only
remember
in cities.
when I fucking played the first game, one of the visuals that stuck with me was the building that had fallen over and his fucking leaning on the other building, and just all the overgrowth that was coming off of that. It was like,
Yeah.
holy shit, that's like fucking something I've never seen before in a game. And
It's
then they
kind of
just sorry, go on.
it's kind of cool to think like if something like that happened to us, what happens next?
Yeah. Like that's set 20 years in the future and there's still a government.
Like people being inside because of COVID gave us a taste of like how quickly things go back to normal without us. Wolves in Normandy, uh, nearly extinct animals walking the streets in India, and yeah, all kinds of shit.
Fucking crazy.
Like even just around my estate, no one was leaving their houses, and like the grass on the way out of my estate was like nearly as tall as I was. It was super long.
Fucking
Yeah.
insane. Mad like.
I feel like the post-apocalyptic genre has been used a lot, but I like every time there's a new twist on it. Like the cordyceps thing was a new twist on zombies.
Yeah, that was fucking incredible.
That
was brand new,
Snowpiercer,
like.
like the world freezing rather than going like scorched earth kind of thing, is a big change.
It's like the opposite of Mad Max.
Yeah.
I was just about to say that.
Yeah.
Who here has been Mad Max?
I haven't played
I
it.
haven't seen it, but like
I've seen the original and the
I've
most
been-
recent.
I've been meaning to watch the most recent one. I remember seeing the game.
What
That
about the
looked
game?
pretty cool. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. Like getting to customize your own fucking like. you know,
I had it on the PS4 and I have it on PC. All right.
it looks good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I
Stories
get what you're saying.
fucking-
The thing with fucking post-apocalyptic, when it's set in a city, just seeing everything all overgrown and shit, man, that shit hits different.
It's nice. Well, more so in games like The Walking Dead did a terrible job with its city scenes.
Yeah.
Like all these zombies, like and like he runs into a tank. Like that wasn't a very good.
I did like
scene.
I did like the fucking the Walking Dead game though. That was
Good.
very
Yeah.
different.
Hated.
Very very
to
good.
what the fucking thing was like.
I did.
Like
Still bad.
after like 3 episodes of the show, I was like, this is fucking boring. On the fucking game, I was just like, how is this in the same fucking universe? Like this
Yeah.
doesn't make any sense.
Fear the Walking Dead is great for that. Puts you in like the start of the apocalypse, and shows you how it went to hell in a handbasket.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
That is fucking cool, man. I remember, I think for my 6th year art project, I did it like all based on, I think the theme was balance. And I did it fucking based on like the balance between nature and kind of man-made constructed things. So it was pretty much all overgrown shit, like. And I just, oh man, I had so much fucking fun with that shit, like.
Great thing with me and Thomas both going into film-related stuff, or film exactly. Like a lot of these ideas are really cool to mess around with. Like I would love a series where we played God and made something we didn't like, and that is what caused the apocalypse.
What, like AI kind of shit?
No,
Well,
like
AI
me.
AI would be a cool thing to experiment with, but
I think
you know, like
the
the
100 already did
Indominus
that.
Rex from Jurassic
Yeah.
Park. So like a twist on
Right.
something like that. Like they tried to make a super
I mean,
predator.
you could do like a
They brought
man-made-
something back.
You could do like a man-made parasite.
Well, arguably, some people think that's what's going on at the moment.
Yeah.
How convinced are you guys on that? On a scale of 1 to 10,
A scale of what?
the Chinese lab theory, like it was made in a lab.
I
Oh,
don't think it was made in a lab because, like, I think it might have been stored in a lab and it got out like fucking by accident. Like they might have been running tests on it because I know with these fucking with like biochemical places, there's certain levels, and I think that the one in Wuhan is like a level 5, and there's only like 5 of them in the world. So like the fact that it like that was the fucking epicenter of this whole thing is a bit weird.
You know,
But like
Brett Weinstein.
yeah,
Yeah.
He says there's a lot of indicators saying that it was made in a lab.
I mean
Like
I
as a
think that-
biologist, he can see these things when going through his DNA and
yeah,
how it acts,
yeah,
and even the ways like it can be destroyed. Like sunlight being a very good example. Like in direct contact with sunlight, it dies.
yeah,
Now that's not an excuse to go to the beach.
exactly.
The insides of your body are not in direct contact with the sun.
Yeah. But no, I feel like something might have like fucking they might have been like, experimenting on it
Yeah.
and trying to do something with it. And that's why it's kind of looking so synthetic instead of like fucking natural.
Yeah.
And someone could have literally like fucking someone could have like 2 jobs. Like they could be like a vendor on the weekends or some shit and work in this lab during the week. And then fucking they walk out of there with like a trace of that on their fucking coat and they're selling food. That's the fucking start of it, man.
Yeah, that sounds like a reasonable way it could have gotten out.
Yeah.
Like, I really doubt, like genuinely, I doubt that they tried to cause a pandemic in the world.
Yeah, no.
I do
the whole
believe
thing at the
that
start
it
of
was genetic
Sorry.
engineering and tempering gone wrong. Like trying to understand how this virus worked or something, and then
Yeah.
it led to this.
the whole fucking thing. I remember the start of it. Everyone was like, "Oh, the Chinese are doing this so that they can cull the elderly population." Because remember, everyone was just like, "Oh, it only affects old people. We're fine."
Yeah,
But like,
and that
nah,
they
man.
they hate people who aren't working as well.
Yeah, but I still don't think China is that bad to want to fucking actually cull
Yeah.
the
I
population.
don't think that either. Definitely not. I don't
Like,
think any
Jesus Christ.
country is capable of that.
Yeah,
Can you imagine
exactly.
the kind of leaders
Fucking-
you'd need to all agree on we're going to cull our population? That's
Yeah, like-
insane. That's some Auschwitz stuff. That
Yeah,
is-
it is.
Very, very bad.
It's fucking
Yeah.
insane, like. But like,
I was going
let's
somewhere with
just
that.
say to whoever took that virus out of that lab, go fuck yourself.
Wash your
You're a
hands
dick.
next time.
Wash your hands next time, you fucking rodent.
Although you did get me out of leaving cert, so
You did get him out of leaving cert, but you fucking stopped so many good things.
I would rather have done a leaving cert than being quarantined this long.
Yeah, man. Fucking.
It was a
imagine
good
the
thing
amount
when
of
it happened,
shit we
but-
would have had done by now.
Yeah.
Like we could have done
Holidays
the podcast
planned.
so much easier. Could have gone
No,
on
no,
holidays.
no.
Could have
I-
gotten fucking.
We would not have done the podcast.
If we were in quarantine for like a fucking week, I think we would have done the podcast.
Well, we've been in quarantine for ages, and this is like day 82 of the podcast. We were about 2 months in at that time.
We're like 100. Yeah, we're over 100 days into this fucking bullshit. That's like a third of
Been
the
a
fucking
long
year.
time.
That's just crazy.
Although, with one thing with regards to how countries have benefited from this, like there's been some benefits that have happened in individuals' lives and on small things, like people are dying. That's not good at all. But
Yeah.
China, thanks to this, outpassed the US in economy. It already outpassed it in military terms, but in economy terms now. So China's like the main global power.
Also, pollution. Way
Well,
down.
pollution was bad, yeah. And we all thought to ourselves for a while, maybe life doesn't need to be so busy. Maybe we should help the earth more. But then, like, the protests have happened, and
Yeah, everyone's gonna
Our-
fucking
our
go
sight's
back
gone
to
elsewhere.
the same old shit
yeah.
until this fucking thing hits again or something similar, and then they're gonna be like, "Well, fuck, we didn't listen the first time. That was kind of stupid."
Yeah. Like, we've had loads of mini pandemics, and we never really cared about them. And
Yeah.
realistically, we didn't care about them because it didn't affect us. you know, like how like Ebola
I was
and
literally about to say about Ebola.
the Zika virus, they affected South America and Africa. No one
Yeah.
really cared. Like genuinely,
Until
people didn't really care.
Ebola like hit America with
But
a few cases. and
Coronavirus
then-
hits Europe and the Western world. We all give a shit suddenly. That's not
Yeah.
very fair. You know, Africa didn't get hit
Bullshit.
with coronavirus for a long time, and it didn't
The fuck.
really establish itself there all that much.
Now, I don't mean to laugh, but the fucking thing I've seen is like, you know what the one place with like probably 0 cases is? That fucking island where they shoot intruders on site with bows and arrows. I hope they're doing well.
I
Oh, I've
see.
seen that. I've seen that.
Like, yeah, that's probably
North
fucking
Central
true.
Island. Those
Those
guys
fucking-
don't
Those
care.
are some crazy motherfuckers. I love
Those guys
those
don't
guys.
care what kind of person you are, what color your skin is. You're on their territory.
Yeah, they're gonna be like, holy
Get off,
shit,
or they
I
eat you.
was not there ready. You don't
Yeah.
even have to be
What,
on shore. You could be within
what-
like 100 feet of them, and you're getting fucking arrowed to death, bro. And they've reached the
What
Iron Age.
do you think of
They
the
have
COVID
iron
tracker
tip-
app?
The
Say that again?
COVID tracker
Have you
app?
tested
I don't
it?
have it.
I have it.
Is
Yeah,
that any
Sam,
good?
I have it.
What do you say?
What,
I haven't
what
used
the
it.
fuck? What the fuck do you mean is it any good? You don't get to play fucking Candy Crush on it. You
Nah,
just
man,
you-
but let it shite, like.
Like, no, I'm saying, does it
Useless.
work? Like, does it actually work?
yeah, it works. It just you just
Is it
track
accurate?
where you've been every day, and if you're feeling any symptoms or anything like that, that's all really. So if someone goes, I was at Tesco's and I have it, it's gonna alert you saying, oh, you've been in contact with someone who has coronavirus. That's all it does.
Yeah, but you have to have your Bluetooth on, and the other person has to have their Bluetooth on or something.
You
Yeah.
guys don't think it's a
Something
bit
like that.
weird that you're like logging your data and it's being shared with a third party?
Yeah.
Like I went to here
Yeah,
today,
but isn't that
and then that
happening with, like,
goes to
Facebook and
somewhere
everything, so-
someone else.
Yeah, but
But
in
like-
all fairness, Jared, you're on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat. You shouldn't be really concerned who your data is being shared with. It's being shared everywhere. This is just to help you with your safety as well. So.
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah, but like, fucking,
my
if you read
location
the
and my-
news, I'm
my
sure you
daily
can figure out
go-abouts is-
if you're safe or not.
It's pretty much more sacred than my conversation about getting milk with my dad.
Yeah.
You know?
The worst thing is Wish. Fucking Wish.
Oh,
All the ads coming off Wish. Jesus Christ.
You ever buy something off Wish thinking it's
Yeah.
going to be class, and it arrives and it
Oh,
breaks
yeah.
in your hands?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Many
We're not even
archery
talking
products have
about
been
that.
bought off Wish and they've exploded.
I'm talking about fucking the shit that you get recommended on Wish. I've been recommended like fucking Nazi uniforms and shit off of
You
Wish.
can buy bows and shit off as well. Like,
That's actually a very
cheap shit.
funny thing. If you look up Wish bow and arrow, sometimes
Yeah.
they have pictures of the string on the wrong way and people holding them backwards.
Yeah, fuck that.
I'm looking for that right
Cheap
now,
shit.
actually.
No, I swear to God.
Or here's a
like,
picture here. There's a guy shooting a compound bow as the promo picture for it, but it's a recurve bow.
Haha. Oh wow. So funny. But nah, I'm talking about getting recommended fucking SS uniforms on Wish. Like, bro.
Yeah,
I've
It'd
been
be great
recommended fucking
looking for
knives and
props.
shit.
Like,
Yeah, but like Jesus Christ, what? I'm not looking for props, man. They're just trying to accuse me of being something I'm not.
Have you ever seen those Nicolas Cage pants? I get them recommended daily.
Oh yeah, I get the Nicolas Cage clothes. I get the fucking weird sex toys and the fucking the uniforms recommended to me.
The
fucking
black
on the daily.
latex suits, you know?
Yeah, literally like gimp suits. Fucking just like just who the fuck comes up with like, oh yeah, you'll have this, you get this recommended to you. Fucking, I don't know.
it's normally like stuff you've looked up before.
Yeah, Dara.
Like I used to have this thing. I had this script done up called Red Christmas. And it was going to be
Yeah.
based in the Soviet Union, and I looked up like Soviet Union in the Wish, and then for the next ages it was like Nazi flags, it was Soviet flags, Nazi coins, Soviet coins, blah 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 blah.
All I do be looking up is like fucking chargers and like Iron Man fucking arc reactor replicas, and then I'd be getting the fucking weirdest shit.
Well, no wonder, man, because you said
We
you
should
had,
do
you know.
we should do like a Wish thing where like we talk about stuff for ages, and then everyone refresh and see what the weirdest thing they get is.
You see that thing the guy did he buys weapons off Wish and then he tests them for effectiveness.
Really?
He buys like the cheapest weapons on Wish and then tries to use them.
And
Sure, you can
how
buy tasers
often
and
do they
stuff
like
off Wish.
break in half?
Like if I look it up, if I look up Wish bow and arrow, one thing comes up. I bought a $37 crossbow on Wish Thanksgiving special.
Jesus Christ.
What's this? I bought all the arrow broadheads on Wish. Cheapest bow on Amazon. Some of those cheap weapon reviews are pretty cool, actually. I'd love to do that with archery gear. Like, actually say, oh, this is a good one. Oh
I
my
swear
god,
to
it
no,
exploded.
all of us at some point, like,
Explode
on
in
the
your face.
podcast, the three of us need to get 5 products each of like shit that we use on like a regular basis. So like, Jared get archery stuff, I get like guitar stuff, and then fucking Thomas, I don't know what the fuck you get. You get like cooking utensils or some shit like that.
Get the spatula. Goes to like
Yeah.
scoop up something, it explodes or melts.
Yeah, get that like fucking, you know that like 3 fucking fork spatula from SpongeBob.
Oh look, it's $1 for a spatula, but it explodes on contact with air.
You just open the bag and it's like, oh,
Hey mom,
fucking
look, my
pieces of
spatula arrived.
flying everywhere. Oh, look at my spatula. Yeah, that fucking spatula. Super spatula. Not that one.
Why did he have so many super spatulas?
Does that thing have legs?
Looks like a tap dance.
Bruh.
That's pretty cool.
What the fuck?
Just to finish up on an archery-related note, Thomas, there's a lot to be said about cheap bows and cheap
Yeah.
archery gear.
It's actually
Definitely one of
A
those
friend of
things
mine-
where you get what you pay for.
a friend of mine has actually bought a Chinese camping bow off Amazon, and he's waiting for it to arrive. And I'm kind of like, oh fuck, this thing's gonna fucking
Yeah.
explode in his face.
Yeah, like if you were trying to get into archery, it would be a great thing to do would be the message in Archer. I've had friends who want to join before, and I've told them like, okay, here is like the very least that you'd want to have, but I'll still have them sending me something from Wish.
Yeah,
Well,
Wish gear. Yeah,
Like that bow in the
don't
first
mind.
picture, it's like $5 on €5 on Wish, 60-70 pound bow. It's gonna be like £20 when you get it, and it's gonna explode if you get it past your elbow.
Thomas, what's like one product that you could have like a big product to test? Because like Jared could get a bow, I could get like a fucking little rinky dink guitar. What the fuck could you get?
One of those like make it yourself microwaves or make it yourself ovens. Do you know the ones?
Oh, an easy bake oven.
Yeah.
Fucking knock off George Foreman.
Yeah, Thomas puts like a fucking a cup brownie in this easy bake oven, and he opens it, and fucking radioactive fallout just starts pouring out of this fucking yolk.
Oh, actually, you know what? Do you know that thing in the Cat in the Hat? Yeah, I want that thing.
Which thing?
Big hammer.
The thing. No, the
The
thing that he
box?
makes food in. The food he makes. The thing he makes
Oh.
food in.
The cupcake and air.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You're not just wrong, you stupid. Speaking of which, me and Thomas returned from a sesh the other night and proceeded to watch Cat in the Hat, just like for shits and giggles. Quoted the entire thing, both on our phones to someone, and they were just, everyone was horrified, apart from me and Thomas. We were having a great time.
Oh god.
You're not just wrong, you stupid.
Oh, he spells cupcake with a K. Well, that doesn't make
Oh,
sense.
oh god. Oh god. Don't spell anything C related with a K. We
Yeah,
all
there's a
know where
lot to
that
be
ends
said
up.
about that.
Anywho,
Or using PH instead of F.
Yeah, flip off. Anyway, yeah. Thanks for watching. Bye.
ciao ciao.
Cheers.